the lifestyle by design, I think was one of my favorite parts of the academy. Getting things set up in an organized fashion and a realistic goals, not just putting things down just to put them down, thinking about it, like spending Sunday afternoon and really thinking about my week and what I want to accomplish, thinking about my long-term goals and how I can implement those into my weekly goals. It just kind of gave me a recipe for success in not only creating a schedule, but sticking to it and feeling comfortable about it and feeling like I could achieve everything that I have set in place for myself.
What would you say to if someone was to say like, oh, I know how to schedule, I know how to routine, and it really doesn't make that much of a difference for me?
I feel like I can express myself a lot more with this lifestyle by design, as opposed to just a schedule. Like, this is an expression of me, of the person that I didn't really know existed until, these secrets were unlocked by delving into the academy. And a lot of the things that I've tried to do with my lifestyle by design is education and reading. I did like that a lot about the academy. I thought it was just going to be a bunch of push-ups and sit-ups, but I did break a mental sweat, as they say, with a lot of book reading, and it's really opened up my desire to read more. So I'm trying to fill my design with more time to read books, whether it be for fun or for educational purposes. I was pretty overweight, probably 40, 50 pounds overweight. I had a herniated disc in my back. I enjoyed drinking too much. I didn't want to give all these things up, or I thought I didn't want to. I was making excuses, which is something that we do, as human beings. It's something we do all the time, is make excuses. And I continued to do that. And thankfully, you did not give up on me and said, I don't agree with all of that. I don't think that this is what your destiny is. I feel like you can achieve more. So I'm really thankful that you pushed me to take on this challenge. I will say that it was nice because it wasn't an overnight success thing. It's a 9-week program. You start with your first week of stuff. You go through different phases and you just keep tackling these tasks. I didn't have to be my target weight after a week. I didn't have to stop drinking after a week. I didn't have to do all these things within a week. I had a 9-week window where I could slowly chip away at all these excuses I was making for myself, and then get to that second part you were talking about, where having pride for myself, having belief in myself, that I can be better, that there's better out there for me than a 270-pound person who is sore all the time and is hiding his pain and his feelings and his whatever by drinking alcohol every day. I lost, I think it's almost 45 pounds now in those 9 weeks. I've completely changed my diet. I haven't had alcohol since January 10th, and it's April 23rd. So it's been a little over 4 months.
It wasn't like, oh, sweating bullets, going through a difficult process. The reason why it's lifestyle by design is because we want to create a new lifestyle where you're focusing on, you told me, reading, right? And for example, I think you said that I think you read more books through the academy than you had in your adult life.
In like the last 10 years, in my whole life. I think I've read 10 books my whole life. And then the 9 weeks of the academy, I was at 12, because I had all the ones that you assigned, but I just kept grabbing other ones that I could fill my time with and read during that as well.
Yeah. So switching your habits to, I'm going to grow. I want to grow. I like growing. You went into a mindset of like just being hungry to grow all the time. And I love that. And I remember, conversations we had where you were just really, really hungry to grow every day. So you're seeing on the scale, you're seeing in different apps that we use, you're seeing on your watch, what eating does for you, what sleeping does for you, what hydration does for you, what stretching and taking care of yourself does for you, what working out does for you. So you got to know your body probably better than you've ever gotten to know it also. And so it was just kind of a smooth process, right? I mean, it just sounds like from what you described, it was a smooth process where 9 weeks was just kind of like easing into it little by little, and just continuing to focus on 1 hour at a time for your day, one segment of time through your day, being present, which is something that we talk a lot about in the academy, but you being present in those each moments, and then suddenly you look around and the 9 weeks is up. Do you think that with the principles that you learned that it's going to change how you approach your goals in the future, and will you continue to live this lifestyle in the future?
Me, absolutely. You know, you said something important that has always been part of my core beliefs, and you as well. You've always been a leader. You know, you take on more than everyone else. You shoulder more of the burden. You try to motivate those around you. You know, your fellow brothers, your fellow men, to be the best that they can be. I've strive to do that as well in my own ways. The academy kind of the fire that I have in trying to make people better, because I made a conscious decision to look at myself in the mirror and say, I'm ready for a change. Have I wanted to quit drinking for years? Absolutely. Have I tried to quit drinking for years? Absolutely. Have I been successful? No. Have I tried to eat well for years? Yep. Have I tried a bunch of diets and I stuck to them for a couple weeks and then fail? Absolutely. And when people ask, you know, man, like you got it going on, like how have you been so successful? You know, I have to point my finger to, you know, TJ and the Lion Academy and the things that I learned in that, is what has helped make me the person that I am today. Because I wasn't a piece of shit before. You know, I had just kind of plateaued. You know, I felt like I was good enough, but you know, I wasn't a lion before, but now I'm a lion. You know, I eat like a lion, I act like a lion. I'm a leader now. So you don't have to be, you know, a piece of shit to go through this, or you don't have to be the best of the best either. You know, there's something for everybody. That every man can benefit from this program. Whether you've got all the tools that you think are necessary, this program will give you a few more and it'll make you that much better. Or whether your tool bag is empty, it's going to fill it up and you're still going to come out on the other side just feeling great. And to answer your question, ready to go even further, you know, not just end the 9 week and say, hey, thanks for that. That was fun. I'm going to go try something else. No, like this program, this system is going to catapult me in every area and every aspect of my life going forward. And I 100% believe that.
It makes me proud that, you know, just you saying a minute ago that, yeah, you've tried to lose weight and it didn't work. And it's just cool that, you know, I've seen your before and after pictures that you know, you actually went through this program, and it's not like it's a hardcore thing, right? It's all simple adjustments. But
Yeah.
I think that's the beauty of it, is like simple adjustments work, like where other people want to give more and harder and more difficult and like more shock and awe. It's just like, let's make a tweak here, let's make a tweak here, and then we put it all together, look around, and a lot of things have changed. And I'm really proud of you for everything that you've done. Considering the fact that you're a character, that you're, you know, confident guy, you've always had girls around you. Uh, how would you say that this program has affected your confidence with women, your approach towards women, your, you know, your future outlook on, you know, what you want from a woman?
Well, I would say the biggest um, light bulb, or the biggest impact that it has had, is I don't look at a woman and immediately think, how can I, you know, go to bed with her? How could I have sex with her? You know, that's all I was just like, man, she's hot. I would love to see her naked. That was kind of the focus that I had. And then, I mean, because I knew that other things would happen, because, you know, I enjoy companionship. I love romance, et cetera, et cetera. But my focal point was just like, how do I take her home?
Yeah.
So now the one of the books we read, Laws of Attraction, it talked about kind of like an energy, like an aura, like an attraction that you can kind of, I feel like I'm a lot more in tune to that. And I see not only external beauty in a potential partner or somebody that I want to spend time with, but that external beauty, that pride, that confidence in themselves, the belief in themselves, that has been attracted to me. And I want to go get to know them, and I want to talk to them more. And I don't want to rush straight to physical aspect of a relationship. I've also kind of focus less on, I need to go talk to this person right now, like they're right there, like I think they're attractive and go talk to them. Just kind of be yourself. And if it feels like it's right, or if you see him another time, or if you're just like, if you keep thinking about it, it's like, what, I just want to go introduce myself and say hi. I feel a lot more comfortable and a lot more confident, because that's something that I never did in the past. Like I hated walking up to women and just talking to them. I felt like a sleaze, because like I'm sure women just have, especially attractive women, just have guys come up to them constantly. And I think it's important to note that I just lumped myself in with the sleaze category because I'm going up and talking to a woman because I'm obviously interested. And that just makes me unattractive to them because I'm just going up and talking to them. That's not how I think anymore. Women want to be conversed with. They want confident, attractive men to come up and talk to them. Now I don't put myself in the category of the sleeves. I'm a lion, and they want to talk to the lions. And it's, again, I can say that all day long, but the more it has happened, you come out with me, like it is a night and day difference on my ability to be comfortable and attract, men and women, and just not necessarily the physical part, but just
Right.
good conversations with both
Yeah.
sexes, and be comfortable and just have my own energy. Earlier today, we were talking, just now we were talking about how I went on a date a couple weeks ago with a girl that I connected with at trivia. She's a bartender there. I felt a common interest between each other. We had great conversation, and I wanted to explore that and see if there was more chemistry, or if it was just at the bar we had good chemistry during trivia. We went out, had lunch, went to a couple thrift stores. We both enjoy, thrifting, looking for cool clothes and stuff like that. Had great conversation. But the next couple days we were chatting. We just kind of both agreed that we wanted different things. And we felt like it would just be best to be friends and just, hang out and see each other in trivia and go do stuff every now and again, as opposed to just kind of rushing straight into a relationship, rushing into a physical relationship.
And it's significant what you just said. You have a woman that you were interested, you guys had a common interest, you went out with her, you guys jived, you clicked. Instead of you like getting into a drunken moment, taking her home and getting the most out of what you could, you said, I'm going to say actually specifically what you told me, you guys had a conversation about kids. She wanted kids for the future, you didn't want kids, and it was it, right? And you respected yourself, you respected her, you kept that piece of your soul that you normally would just give away through sex to some chick that you're not going to spend the rest of your life with, and said, you know what, we're going to part ways. So it was all on your terms. You saw her, you approached her, you asked her to come out with you, you guys had some time together, you know what you stand for. She's never going to forget you, right? Even that, just that part, she's going to, because you stand out, just because of the fact that you were an honorable man, honoring what you want more than honoring your dick, right? Which is huge and awesome. You said it kind of quickly, but for guys who are driven by their dick most of the time, which is like 99% of the guys,
Yeah.
they never pass up on an opportunity that's right in front of them, and they don't have any values, they don't have any morals. So you kind of know, and this is what I stand for, and I want something long term because I value myself more than just this moment of having this quick enjoyment. I want a partner, and I know what I want in a partner, not just I hope that I find a partner that treats me good. No, by line by line, this is what I want in a partner. This is what I want in a relationship. And it's awesome that you're able to define that, and then also like put it into practice and enforce your boundaries, enforce your self-worth to the people that you met. So it's awesome. You're the perfect candidate because you're self-employed. You have unlimited potential as far as where you can go. Your weight is continuing to come down. Your physique is continuing to get better and better. You're focusing on your health in a lot of different ways and understanding and appreciating your health. And
I don't need surgery. I don't need surgery now.
Oh, right. That's a significant thing too. We talked the conversation that we had, I remember I was walking down the street and you basically told me like, it wasn't like I'm so addicted to alcohol, I don't think I can ever quit. You're like, dude, I don't want to, like I'm just gonna
Yeah.
drink. And I'm like, that's pretty sad, bro. Like that's just the thing in on my head. Like I didn't say that, but it sucks because it's like, could be more,
I
right?
had to look in the
Yeah,
mirror every day and say that, and it sucked to
yeah.
do it.
And then you were like, well, I don't know if I can do this academy, man, because my back, blah, 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 right? And then I just had to be like, hey, guess what? You're starting Monday. and
Yeah, and
and and
I'm super thankful that you forced me to do that, because look at me now.
yeah, no, I'm really happy about that.
You have a fantastic program that I have followed for a long time, and I've always been curious. And now I got to know the inner workings of them, and I'm just like, damn, dude, like, yeah, you definitely know what you're talking about. And that kind of goes to the whole reason why this stuff works, is because you know what you're talking about, and I believe in you. When I have a task or a goal, or you assign us something, I don't look at that and go like, I don't question anything having to do with any of your tasks or missions or projects or things that we need to do, because I trust you. I believe in you 100%. And everything that you've ever done for me, every conversation we've ever had from the day I met you to today and going forward, you've always been a man of your word. I've always been able to rely on you. And like, that is the most important thing about this academy is trust. And anyone that goes through it can just trust that you will get the best out of them, because everyone's level 10 is not the same, but you will get them to their level 10, because of your intelligence and your experience and your tried and true methods in what you do and what you've built for yourself. So I am extremely proud of you, and I expected nothing less from you, because man, you're up there. You're the example of what a lot of us should strive to be.